scene a few moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 17-yard line. In motion, Julius Thomas. Now a run with Hyde. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Again, it's Hyde. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Dobbs. Walker with a grab, left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Flush to his right. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Red zone opportunity. They'll run again now with Darkwa. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal from the 5. Maybe a little play action situation coming up. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Defense showing blitz. Here's Darkwa. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Darkwa. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 3rd and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They run it again with Hyde. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Room here to run. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Shedding the tackle. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help you in the contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
On 2nd down, Dobbs escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Dixon. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Come on, let's go.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go. Next round. Ohio.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Throw left side complete. That's Dixon. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
For this. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's the battering ram Blunt. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a gain of 5, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Darkwa. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Let's go! 190! 190!
On the run, Darkwa. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Connor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. They're going to run. Here's Connor. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
First down, a run with Hyde. And some space here. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Dobbs to throw. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw is Dobbs. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He hits his target, left side, Watson. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Dobbs. Just keeping the play alive. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. The Panthers on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing here. Dobbs. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Second down following the run. From the pistol, they'll run with Hyde. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here's Breeze to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Watson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Fletcher. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Dobbs. And Walker with it over the middle. Give him 30 yards there.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result. On
first down, Dobbs to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Orleans Darkwa, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they just went 4 verts there against cover 2, didn't they?
They did, and it's really an excellent route versus cover 2 because the longer it develops, the more stress is put on the safeties because they're the ones back, each with half the field responsibilities. The corners don't retreat very far in cover 2. They're closer to the line of scrimmage, so now you've got 4 receivers putting pressure on 2 guys covering. Usually you'll find someone open, and that's exactly what they did there. Made the catch and carried it all the way into the end zone.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, they told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Easy. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Watch the twitch.
Breeze now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Watson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Yellow lady. 53. Here we go. Check 3. Easy.
Breeze now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. On play action, they'll throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their... And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Dobbs. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ezekiel Ansah. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Dobbs is throwing. And Walker has it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Panthers on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Dobbs. Over the middle, complete. That's Fletcher. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Here's Dobbs to throw. A swing pass caught.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On third and long, it's Breeze. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And out now come the Seahawks. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Ready. We're ready. They've got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Right, left. 28 left. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Opposite.
On first down, Breeze. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Ready. Like 5-5.
Breeze to throw on second down. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Breeze now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Shotgun now for Breeze. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at about the 14. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Ohio!
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. 3 down, 3 down. I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Come on, let's go. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
They start the drive with Hyde. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Shift together here from the D-line. On play action. Now Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Breeze. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Sanders has it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything.
Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so I should learn. I heard a voice of this broken hymn saying, "I'm not this." You ain't